Flash CS5 has introduced a new feature to working with bone systems. This feature is called Spring. Spring allows Flash to automatically add realistic physics to your bone systems. Let's take a look at the animation I have on the stage here. I have a pendulum in a clock swinging from the right to the center. That's all this animation does. But you're going to see that when I apply Spring, Flash is going to apply physics to this animation to make the pendulum swing from left to right. To apply Spring, you need to do two things. First, you need to turn on Spring for your animation. To do that, click on your frames in the timeline and make sure springs are enabled in the Properties panel. Once you've enabled springs, you can then click on individual bones to apply the spring. So I'm going to click on the main long bone here for my pendulum, and I'll apply the spring at the bottom of the Properties panel. There are two settings for spring: strength and damping. Strength refers to the power of the spring effect. So let's just click and drag that all the way to 100. We'll talk about damping in just a second. I'm going to click in the pasteboard to make sure the spring effect is applied. Notice my animation updated as soon as I clicked. Let's see what this looks like in the Flash player. So you can see the pendulum moving back and forth. Now notice that this is a little bit faster than a regular clock would move back and forth. So if you wanted to, you can obviously extend or shorten this animation, just like any other animation in Flash. Now let's look at the damping feature. The damping feature decays the strength value over time. To see the most obvious effect, I'm just going to click and drag it up to 100. Before I test the movie, I'm going to click in the pasteboard to make sure the damping is applied. I'll test the movie to preview the application in the Flash player. So notice the pendulum swings back and forth and eventually slows down to stop in the middle. So again, Spring applies realistic physics to your IK animations.